welcome everyone to What's Up on Swunger Games. I don't know if I can hear my voice, so give me 2 seconds. Whoa, there we go. Welcome everyone to What's Up on Swunger Games. This is your Saturday night at 7 p.m. show. We've been here all semester, and we're glad to be kind of closing out the year with this last show. Possibly ever, question mark, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we can continue it next semester, but it all depends on, I guess, the involvement of people. So while you're listening to this random girl, let me introduce myself. I'm Ella, or I go by Phantom Victor, the Swizzan's wife, yada, 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 other titles to be added, question mark, I don't know. But so I'm one of the hosts here on the show, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hi guys, this is Mimi, aka She Who Calls Our Names, aka Wildcard, aka that random girl who sometimes wears odd outfits around campus. But they're cool.
We love odd outfits.
We love. What's life without a funky little outfit?
Nothing.
Exactly.
So just to begin, please remember that the views and opinions expressed in the podcast are those of the podcast hosts and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Taylor University or its arts, film, and media department. Wow, what a mouthful. So for those of you who don't know what Swunger Games is, we're a Hunger Games parody event on campus. We usually run around and hit each other with swords, but when we're not doing that, we still kind of act as like a really nerdy friend group sort of thing. So it's a lot of shenanigans and fun, and part of that whole shenanigans has kind of created the uprising of the lore of Swunger Games, which is interesting.
And the lore of Swunger Games is actually what we are talking about today. Giving you an overall recap. So,
yeah.
Because we've mentioned a lot of it in previous episodes, there just hasn't been a full, going through the entire system of how the lore started, what the lore is, just so we can get everybody caught up and on the same page.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm really glad to end the semester that way because one of my favorite parts is the lore, and as a writer / artist / I don't know, whatever I end up doing in life.
All the things. You are the arts.
I am the arts, which means that lore and world building and such are pretty much all I do in life. I'm a little nerdy girl. But anyway, all weirdness aside, I think you can tell we're a little tired. The lore has become a biggish kind of part of the games itself, although we do try to make it known that anyone who isn't into the lore or super interested in focusing on that doesn't have to. At the center of the games is still just participate in a tournament where you get to hit people with a sword, and competition and such. But for those who are interested in a more story plot line, we have expanded it from what it was originally. I know that in my first games, I really didn't even think of it as a part of the games.
We didn't really have lore that early. Most of the lore has stemmed from the 4th and the 5th games, and then creating more lore as we go about it, because half of the people who are the creating lore are late juniors and seniors.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, maybe we're just experienced as juniors and seniors. We need something to escape from the world.
Maybe we just want to do something else. We're going to not do what our creative majors are having us do. We're going to do our separate creative thing, which honestly works really well.
Yeah, until you decide to bring Swunger Games into your art class and create an entire graphic novel for some reason in one semester. Been there. It's okay, guys. We're almost finished.
Woo!
We just gotta, write it. It's, for the most part, it's written, especially because the entire thing is kind of just based on the games.
That's valid.
That's another lore factor, I guess. We have had, a lot of written pieces, artwork, and such.
Yeah.
Content. I don't know what the word would be.
We have a lot of media.
Yeah.
A lot of fan fictions based on our fan fiction.
Yeah. Fanfics of fanfics. So we have a lot of that's worked its way into the games, and I think that's part of the reason why we have such a big lore now. And just the fact that a lot of us are creative majors, except for the weird engineers, which
Yeah, it's like the engineers and then a lot of arts.
and the engineers are kind of the most into it, which is insane.
They have nowhere else to put all of their creativity.
It's true.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah, it is a joke.
It's a joke,
We
but
promise.
also at the same time, I am not super familiar with what the engineering major does.
I try to stay away from the stems.
I'll be honest.
They're a little yucky. In the sense that I don't want to do science and stuff in life and math and oh well.
Yeah. Oh well. And they do that, and it's beautiful, and we appreciate that they are doing that.
Yeah.
They are. Some of them are like, I could never do the arts, and we say we could never do purely STEM, and so it balances out.
It does.
It does.
We have a nice group of range. Wow, nice group of people and range of skills that add to the game. I don't know. I'm just so grateful to have Josiah here as our webmaster and creating an entire website. You know,
Yeah.
the things we do in our free times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess to begin a recap, because I don't remember the original point I was trying to make 5 minutes ago. We have a lot of lore. We do things. It's become more prevalent in recent days. People are into it more just because of who stays around. But so it all started with no one really realizing that we were kind of creating a LARP or any sort of lore to the world. LARP is a live action role play for those who don't know. It basically is. I mean, we get dressed up for a fancy ball reaping thing. We pretend to be like characters or just like capital citizens or tributes, and then we go hit each other, and it's like glory.
Yeah. Everyone has their characters because who we are in the games is not who we are on the outside of the games most of the time. They can be connected in some fashion because a little bit of your personality will always come out in any character that you create. However, we are not the same people as our characters in the games. Which, yeah.
It's probably a good thing for most of us.
It's a very good thing.
I think,
I could go on a whole tangent about the separation of the character and the actor.
yeah.
But I'm not going to, because that is a rant for another day. But if you want to hear it later, I will happily do this rant again.
Tag team it, girl. We'll put it as like a bonus episode on the Spotify, which we have, and on our YouTube channel. Okay, guys,
Woo!
if you missed this show live, you can always go back and re-listen to us. We're What's Up on Swunger Games, and careful how you spell that, I guess. Just put SW in front of everything.
Yep.
That's how we roll. But yeah, I
Because
definitely
we are safe for work.
Yeah. And we're totally not like copyright infringing or I don't know.
No. We would never do anything like that. We are our own entity.
Yeah. We are our own entity. We surely have come such a far way.
We really have. My word.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I honestly really think it's all due to the lore that we've started establishing.
Yeah.
And just the constant picking out people to be like, you gotta go down.
You die now.
Such an obsession that we're all like, the games must be about taking out this person, and then that results in like lore, and then separates us completely from any other media there is.
Yeah. I mean, every year there's one person that just gets that everyone just kind of decides is going to be the person that dies this time, and everyone gangs up on.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
And it's so okay, Autumn has been that person for quite a few games now. Oh. Yeah. Because okay, she deserves it a little bit. I say that every time.
You do.
And it's true. At least in my perspective, okay? I've been through a lot of trauma in this game. There's a lot of emotional baggage and a poor persona who has been through it and is about to go through it way more, okay? She's finally happy. She needs to stay happy, but, People have other plans.
The capital has crazy plans sometimes, and I love being a part of them.
I do too. And it's interesting to know what like lore and just acting has come out of the games by accident, sort of.
Yeah.
And then what has come out of it like by intentional planning.
And so much more lore has been just like randomly stated or just thrown out into the chat more than we actually canonize.
Yeah. I feel like we need, and I've been saying this for the last 2 games or whatever, but I've been saying that we need a lore book or my mind is thinking TTRPGs. We need a core rule book or a core guide to the Swunger Games with all the official canon stuff in it, because there's so many things that we all just kind of have accepted and aren't recorded anywhere, except for like that one very secret Google Doc.
Google Doc.
Yeah, Google Doc. The hard drive thing.
Oh, the hard drive. Oh yeah, no, the hard drive with all of the capital secrets and
that tributes are totally not supposed to see and that we keep under really safeguard.
Oh, totally. That there definitely aren't several copies of.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Across multiple different computers and iPhones.
And everyone has like a different bits and pieces of it, and even more people who don't have the full file, they all have various pieces of it. That definitely doesn't exist.
I'm starting to understand how weird we are.
Well,
are you hearing it?
Yes. I've heard this since the beginning. I am very aware of how weird we are. I was there at the first finale, because I didn't do much before the first game's finale. Still have footage of that somewhere. But I was there. I was there as things were being written. But like not fully.
Yeah. It's been an interesting journey from the first games to where we are now. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's partially because the first and second games had so many people compared to what we have now.
Yeah.
Since the third games happened, it's been a very select few people. Not like on purpose, but just because, I don't know, we get busier. Wow. It's going to be such a weird night.
Yeah. I'm working on a project that is being used in some odd lore for later tonight, in which get in the Discord and you might learn about it.
Yeah.
Or if you know me, pull up at my apartment at 9:30-ish. Ish.
Yeah.
After May 16th, 2026, do not do that.
Yeah, we totally don't encourage going to alumni's house and waving a assorted thumb and, you know, doing that
and
sort of thing.
asking their parents if you can shoot them with a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Randomly without warning to anyone in that household.
With no context whatsoever.
Shout out to Lydia for
Shout out to Matthew.
Shout out to Matthew for doing it. Shout out to Lydia and Lydia's mom for
going through that.
Along with this chaos of someone just showing up and saying, "Hey, can I shoot your daughter?"
With a Nerf gun.
With a Nerf gun.
I applaud Lydia's mom for willingly saying yes to that, even though having no idea what was going on. Like, I don't know. When I'm a mom, if I get there, I cannot imagine some child coming to my house and being like, "Hey, can I shoot your daughter with a Nerf gun?" And I'd be like, "Yes." I think I would want to be like, "Yes."
It'd be so funny.
Wouldn't it?
It'd be so funny. And then, your kid is, like, doing fun stuff.
Yeah. I know how unhealthy it would be.
Yeah.
And, like, awful to our brains, but I still want to do cross-country Swunger Games when, like, we all graduate. and, like, instead of just 2 weeks, or we could just do 2 weeks, but I think we should do, like, year-long. Like, this is, like, a year-long event, so you constantly, for a year of your life, have to live in absolute fear, or it goes until everyone is dead. So it could go your entire lifetime.
It could.
not everyone is dead literally, but everyone is dead in the
game.
You know, they get eliminated from the game, right? Because I could just imagine myself carrying my foam spear everywhere I go, walking into the work, and I think people would think it's normal for me. I don't know if they'd question it. Like,
depends on where you work.
I don't see myself working in some place that isn't normal.
That's valid.
I'm too creative.
No, it's like those friend groups or like the movies of like friend groups who have just like ongoing games of tag, or every single year at this one time there's hide and seek for wherever they are. Like every year.
We go into hiding. We change our identities. We gotta find each other.
We could do that. We'll
imagine.
Oh my.
Imagine, okay, you get a message to Swunger Games, and it's like, hey guys, the capital has been scrubbed. You all have new identities. Go find out who these people are, and people literally change their identities in real life.
That's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
I think that's more work than we're willing to put in, but honestly, I don't know about some people in these games. Some people would actually do that for real and not take it as a full bit.
Matthew drove. Actually, Matthew had someone else drive him 5 hours to Michigan and 5 hours back. Just for points.
All y'all had somebody drive you to Defiance, Ohio for the bit.
But that was Keldon, who was
True.
Autumn's husband, and Autumn was a tribute.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
He's committed to these games. He kind of has to be.
He's also very committed to his wife. So when she says something, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just like Keldon.
And this is how Defiance, Ohio, specifically Taco Bell and the Taco Bell parking lot are purgatory in the games.
At least now. Wasn't it the Taco Bell in like...
It was just a generic Taco Bell. The concept of Taco Bell was purgatory.
I remember there was a reason. There was originally a Taco Bell that they did after the first games or whatever that they considered the afterlife, but I wasn't there, so I don't have a whole lot.
It was just the one off campus.
Yeah. So go to them, but now, Defiance, Ohio. Yep. I mean, is that where? Yeah. Wow, that's so weird. Anyway, Ella doesn't remember how the map works.
The math be mathin'.
The map is mathin'. Stack the states. For a callback to 3 a.m. last night.
Oh my.
Oh, we're so unhealthy.
Don't out how late we were up.
It's okay. It's not the worst we've done. We have done worse. We should do a Swunger Games. Oh, what's it called?
All-nighter?
Yeah. Or like a stakeout or something.
I'm too old for that, man.
I don't know.
I got work. I got school. Talk to me after this semester, maybe.
Your school schedule doesn't include multiple all-nighters?
It does, but I don't want it to. Yeah. I try to not let it.
Me and my 12 credits are working against me. But yeah, anyway, getting back to
the games.
The topic at hand and the lore of Swunger Games. Most wild lore fact you have come into contact with in the games. Mine could probably be there's quite a few, but my first one I thought of was Kay being like, oh yeah, Matthew is like a 60-year-old guy who fought in the war.
I forgot about that. I forgot that some people were actually like creating full new, completely different characters and not just having it like as a different personality.
Oh yeah.
But like they were changing everything.
Yeah.
Because before that I wasn't aware. And then Matthew being like a 60-year-old man.
Right. And then the rest of the Foso being like his old soldier or fighter,
his
whatever,
old
army squad team.
Army buds,
yeah. I was like, what? And so Kay mentioned it one day, and I was like, excuse me? She was like, oh yeah, he said it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor guys are just traumatized.
And then like Heidi's head game maker is like a 45-year-old like person. Some of these are very odd.
They truly
They're
are.
very odd characters, and I haven't gotten the rundown on all of them, but all the ones that I know about are so interesting.
I was going to say, I can attempt to explain the ones that I know.
Sure.
Okay, so rundown of characters in the Swunger Games. I'll start with Phantom. I think I decided that she was a really happy career who was like totally into the games and was like, ah, yes, I will win for glory, and I've been trained for this my whole life, right? And then killed her first tribute, was a part of the first tribute to die in the second games, and she goes, oh, so this is what we're doing. And then had to go down the line realizing that there are consequences to killing people and like being a horrible person. And so then once she got murdered, she's totally gone insane, and she's like she's become Phantom now, or obviously from just Ella before, I guess. And that's because she has all the phantoms of dead tributes in her head, like bouncing around in there being like, avenge us. So she's insane. But I love her. She's gone through so much. She was a rebel leader at one point. And then has become the victor of the fourth games. And first female victor too.
Woo!
And now is married to this president and has
Autumn
a
did
child.
berries, so it technically doesn't count.
Yeah. I only count it when she's like, I want to win the games. And I'm like, Autumn, you won like 2. Come on. Yeah. And then we actually call it victor. I'm like, no. I want to be the first woman, okay?
Woo.
Milestones. I won that. I manipulated everyone. Took so much work. A lot of paranoia. Which...
So much paranoia.
Too much. It was experiencing that for the first time in Swunger Games was not a good thing for me.
Yeah.
Or Kay, who had to live with that.
Yeah. Like, I knew it was bad, but until I was true, I'm like, oh, it was weird. Because I didn't have as much paranoia because there were only 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there would have been so much more if there were more people. But even then, the people I was fighting were scary.
Yeah. This last game's pretty much had everyone who was kind of trigger happy.
Yeah, and then we did nothing.
And then he did nothing. It was so sad. Being a game maker for that was like pulling teeth. It was like, fight! Do it!
Yeah.
You people! I can't! Stop it! Go out!
We fought in the end.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't have to schedule a finale.
So glad about that.
Matthew and I did it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Matthew played you. Just a little bit, even though you were.
Yeah. Like a little bit. But I'm fine with it. I wanted him to win anyway.
Yeah.
To be fair.
He needed that win.
Yeah.
So speaking of Matthew, apparently this man is 6-year-old war vet or something who was put into the games and is like suffering through all of them. He's the canary, so he's been the downfall or the trigger point for everything in each games to like come to a closing. But yeah, as far as I know, that's all I know about him. He's 6-year-old guy and just dropped that one day, and then Kay picked up on it and she hacked, what was it? She hacked Rebel Magazine or whatever it's called. I don't remember.
Rebel
I think that's
Magazine, the thing that you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the thing of the name of the thing I do.
The thing that you do is Rebel Magazine.
I need to update it too. I feel like there's so many articles I could write. This summer I'll do that.
You so could. It would be like so cool.
We
could like
will.
make this an actual thing.
What? Turn Swunger Games into a roleplay event? It's not like that's my future goal in life.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
But to be so honest, I would love to actually create a company that is like TTRPG companies or roleplay companies and guilds and such that just run these things. Like, running Swunger Games as a guild event would be so fun. But
low-key, that'd be fire.
I think it would be. Imagine the next move of Capital Lore, right? Is that they set up a bunch of different Hunger Games in different locations of the earth or whatever, and they all can be going on at the same time. It's just mass bloodshed. As a reminder, the views and opinions of the hosts do not reflect anything officially affiliated with Taylor. Yeah. Are things happening?
No, one of my friends just responded to a message that I wouldn't be able to make it to something, and she accidentally, instead of writing miss, she wrote kiss. So it says sad to kiss you instead of sad to miss you. And that's it.
Ooh.
That's she's engaged.
Aw, man.
And not to me.
Aw, man. Shame.
Yeah. Speaking of which, one of my favorite things that has been added since the 4th games, the ships. We had like people doing their own little things about being like a little delusional and like faking one-sided ships.
Yeah.
But now we have 2 canonical ships.
Yes, we do.
One of which is
I'm so
engaged
happy.
and one of which is married with a child.
Right.
And it's you and the Swesident. Phantom Swesident.
Yeah, different president.
And then
For life.
she who calls her name's aka me, with head game maker Heidi. So
Okay, little secret for anyone who's listening. The phrase "till death do us part" is really hitting right now.
no, for real.
So sad.
Yeah.
This is gonna be such an update. We're gonna have to record another show on our own time and be
We
like, this is
will.
everything that happened tonight that we didn't get to talk about in the last episode.
Yeah. So watch out for our socials for at some point later, and we'll
update you.
update you.
It's gonna be a real big lore update.
Oh yeah. And that's
So
why we're
sad.
talking about lore today, because
Yeah.
a lot of lore is gonna be happening tonight.
Yeah,
It'll be beautiful.
it is.
Yeah.
So much has happened. The world we've created with the fact that there's been
Swanem.
Swanem, the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Love Kronos just creating Swanem and the games and being like, go fight, and then Rebellion and the new regime is just so much fun. Getting to plan or getting to be a part of, I guess I didn't plan it, an event in J-Term where it was literally just rigged for the Rebellion to win and for me to
the overthrowing, because we haven't gotten to talk about J-Term.
We've never gotten to talk about the J-Term.
So this last J-Term, because the games before it had like Rebellion-ish successful, and we were
Yeah.
having a changing of the powers and a new Swesident, we wanted to do some sort of event. So what we did, middle of J-Term, cold outside, we all get dressed up, dolled up. Kay drives from another state to join us for this. We had several people come from like far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the
And we-
J-Term happen before or after the 4th games? It was after, right?
After the 4th games were like
Right.
first
Wow.
semester.
What a timeline.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had
And we did like it was like a, what was it? Like
what is it called?
not a dodgeball situation.
Cops and Robbers.
Cops
is it?
and Robbers
Or,
situation
like,
in
Death of the
Euler.
Flag.
And so half of us were just like, sure, I'll be the Rebellion and I'll be the Capitol. And like it loosely made sense, but most of the people who showed up were all Capitol members who then all got thrown into the games,
Yeah, they did.
which was
Phantom's
really funny.
Revenge.
Yeah.
She's been waiting for that.
And that's how we did our overthrowing and redoing of the monarchy and the hierarchies.
Yeah. It's okay, so it's been interesting to see in the games who Laura has made like the main character,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know what the first games was. It was Lucas and
It was Lucas and Grace,
and then
who were, because
the
they
other two,
actually
right?
used the districts.
they did use the districts.
They actually used the districts. We have districts,
We've
and
abandoned it since then.
but we've mostly abandoned it.
At least, I mean, we keep the districts. We've just, no one has ever decided to go along with the district mate because it's usually not the greatest pairing. I mean, Kay and I did
Yeah.
in the 4th games, but
Because the drawings are random. Ish.
yeah, random, just like the random in Hunger Games.
Uh-huh. Exactly. As the one who always has done the reaping and the pairing up of people, it's definitely totally random, and I have never looked at a name and decided to pick a different name or been told to put people together. That
Yeah.
has never happened. We don't have a rigged government system. That'd be crazy.
What? Rigged government systems? We don't
Corrupt-
support those here.
Corrupt governments? What's that? We don't know her. Anyway.
Swunger. We hardly know her. I think that's good. I was thinking about the title I want for this episode earlier, and I was like, I think that's what I want it to be.
I
Swunger.
think that's a good title. That's a really good title.
Awesome.
It's so
I can
funny.
only think back out to the poster because the propaganda has been such a lore factor.
Propaganda?
And the propaganda that was promoting Swunger Games, that's just Heidi and
Heidi on a lounge chair, just looking
Okay.
menacing.
Okay, there's
For-
that one.
There's that one.
But
from
have you
this-
seen the Swunger I Hardly Know Her one?
I don't know if I've seen that one. You'll
It's-
have to
it's
show it
just
to me later.
Half of Heidi on a blank pink page or something, and I can't remember if there was a llama or not. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. It's such a trippy poster.
we need to look at this later.
Well, yeah,
Because-
I'll find it later.
Yeah. And because there were so many people in the past, they made so much propaganda. But this one, it was it was almost all seniors.
It was.
So we didn't, and everyone was working on their senior shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So no one had time.
I wanted to do a challenge about it, but no one had time for that.
We drew D&D characters, but we were
did.
told they didn't have to be that good, so we all spent maybe 30 minutes on it and called it.
Lame.
Hey, mine
People are
looked
so
decent.
lazy for points.
Mine looked decent.
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wow, thoughts. I don't know. It's been weird. But the propaganda was so much fun. Especially with artists who can draw really well.
Yeah.
And
Photoshop
only works for me half of the time. Actually, I lie. It's probably more 20% of the time. I don't know. I've only had 2 good projects come out of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to said lore. I just think it was yes, main characters in the games. Second games was kind of just Lucas still, in the fact that we all wanted to kill him, but then it was Lydia as a manipulator, and then
it was
Autumn and Keldon who
and then
did
it was
their
Autumn again.
beautiful berries. It was Autumn because
Yeah.
rebellion or whatever, and
And then-
somehow getting roped into becoming the leader after that. After my rebels killed me, traitors, honestly.
And then it turned into just Foso. Everyone killed Foso,
Everyone killed Foso.
and that was it. That was the big thing.
That got to be my rise, though. I've gotten my, what's it called?
Victory?
My victory and my main character moment was winning the 4th games. And then I loved it when we were planning the J term. Everyone was like, or Josiah was like, yeah, there's gonna be rebels or revolutionaries, and then there's gonna be revolution leader. And I was like, okay, who's the revolutionary leaders? And he was like, you are. I was like, what? and he was like, yeah, there's gonna be like a whole, what is it called, role and everything on the Discord. So I love it that when going through everyone, have you ever looked at all the roles you have?
I've looked at them, yeah.
There's a bunch, okay? Especially for, when I look at mine, I'm like, dang, I've had, tribute game maker, the weird frog one that I don't know what it does. I think there's a specific reason for that one, so just so I can ping certain things. That one's been there for a while, though. I don't know what it means.
Maybe it has something to do with Lydia.
I think so. I think she chose the frog.
Yeah.
But I've had that, and then I had revolutionary, and then I also had revolutionary leader. And I was like, yeah.
Woo!
But, so, that's so fun. And then all our art is going to be put into a wiki, because we're realizing that we do need to somehow keep all this lore tracked down. So the idea of doing we should call it Swiki. Swikipedia.
I'm surprised that's not what it's been called already.
Swiki.
Because I know it's being made.
It is being made. You can access it.
Yeah.
You just gotta go to our website, and
Go to our website.
I think it's replaced the dashboard button or whatever at the very top, or the logo or something. It just says wiki in big letters. You see it?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I'll look for it later.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then to go back to oh yeah, fifth games Matthew got his main character moment.
Mm-hmm.
Love it for him. He needed that. I keep saying that, and it keeps being true. He has been through it. But then going back to different people's lores, Autumn and Keldon are canonically married in in the games as well as in life, and did you see their video, the video mini movie they made for the end of these games? That was,
I saw part of it, but not all of it.
oh my gosh, you gotta watch all of it. I
gotta
finally
watch
watched
all of
it.
Oh no.
I finally watched the entire thing like 2-3 weeks after the game because I was like, I just got so busy. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, tears. Because
Yeah.
I was like, what? This happened? it's so sad because, Autumn showed me like the first 2 seconds of it, which is those cheesy, like wedding thing where they're like walking together and they're holding hands. And then it goes down from there. And you're
so much murder.
Yes, this is Swunger Games and people are murdering each other. But it's great.
Fake murder, of course.
Yeah, fake murder.
Fake murder. Everyone who has ever been involved in the games is still alive in real life.
Yeah.
I like how every time I say that, everyone has to think about it and question it. I'm assuming we would have heard if someone had passed away. Because everyone is still in their early 20s or late teens.
Yeah, for the most part. There's always a wonder, but I don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
But for all purposes here, everyone's fine.
Everyone is fine.
Everyone is fine.
You know who isn't fine, though? Our characters.
Our characters. The toxic relationship that Heidi and I's characters are in the middle of.
Poor guys.
That keep getting engaged and then not engaged and then engaged and then not engaged. And then they're together for a bit, but then they've broken up. And it's wonderfully awful.
Imagine love being that difficult.
And it's
you just gotta like Stockholm syndrome it.
No, it fully is. These characters are not good for each other.
Yeah.
But it makes good content.
It does make good content.
And so we will play into it for the bit.
Plus the pictures.
Plus the pictures. That half the time it's not intentional.
We need to like.
We're just outside of the games. We're good friends.
Yeah.
And so, as good friends, and our friends like to snapshot. Why did I say snapshot? They like to take photos randomly. Snapshot. And so we just get in odd photos. But in reality, it's not that weird. Unless we purposefully try to make it weird.
You could just be like Kay and for making propaganda, pull off a professional picture of someone, aka Lydia, off of the English Taylor University English Department Instagram, and crop out everyone but her, and then turn it into a what's it called? Graphic or whatever. Go Kay. I love her for that.
Slay Kay.
She was like, there's no other places to find pictures of her. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough world out there. Speaking of Kay and her propaganda, doing the third games with her was so fun because our characters were meant to be opposites of each other and like mirrors of one another. So everyone thought that Kay was like the innocent person trying to do the good thing for the rebellion and that Phantom was evil, when it was like the exact opposite. Because our idea was that Phantom truly did want the rebellion for the good of everyone, to end the games and like bring about peace.
Yeah.
And then Kay's motivation was, or her character's motivation was, that the capital was lazy. And so she was like, we need to not be lazy anymore and like
actually do something.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So and she explains it better than I would, and I am right now. But yeah, she was like, I will be manipulative, and I'm only doing this for my own like self-serving reasons. And which her words, she wrote for a school assignment. She had to write a journal thing, and it could be creative writing.
Yeah.
So she wrote from her character's perspective, like the thoughts that her character was having, and I was like, wow, okay, this is a little demented. This is like she does not, she's not in a good place. But so she was Capital Media personnel, right? And then has since then became a rebel only because the Capitol was lazy. And then she finally got her redemption arc in the fourth games where she chose to be good. And so Phantom and her switched to where Phantom was like, I'll be the villain now. And Kate was, Damsel, was like, I'll be the hero. Or self-sacrifice, I guess. And now we've created lore that not many people know. Damsel has been revived.
Oh, yes.
Which is so fun because, okay, so
she's revived, but she's twisted.
She is. It's so nice. So
glorious.
I did, as part of the lore, I created capital logs, and you've seen them, I think, which are just, like, the actual, like, mechanics and such of the game, and then, like, character lore things. And one of them is, like, if you can be revived or not. And one of the things that I wrote in those logs was specifically that the only way you can, like, the actual only way as a tribute you can't be brought back by the Capitals if you blow up by a bomb. We have since then changed that for two characters, though. One being Damsel, because she's brought back, but because, you know, bomb and such, she's twisted.
Yes.
And now is serving the Capitol, and that's why she wore chains to the reaping.
Yes.
So,
everyone
so
had, like, we all kind of accidentally went with a similar theme and color scheme for the reaping.
All the tributes were in black.
Everyone was in black or, like, very muted dark colors. Like, black, red. We had some really dark red, some really dark green. A lot of black. A lot of chains.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. It was completely unintentional.
It was.
And then
so nice
Eli showed up in
Poor Eli.
khaki. Like, a full, like, khaki, like, Steve Irwin type outfit.
There was a name he had for it, but I don't remember what it was. But it gave fisherman vibes to me. I don't know.
Was it Steve or Robert Irwin?
I don't know who that is, so.
Okay. Ella! We must culture you!
I'm so sorry.
Chat, we will culture her.
I guess. Poor chat. I don't know how I should feel about this. Anyway.
It's like nature documentary guy.
I think I'll stick to my Wildcrats.
He was like the precursor to Wildcrats.
I still think I'll stick to my Wildcrats. Okay. They're so much fun.
You know what? We stand Wildcrats.
We do.
Chris Martin, go off.
Yeah, man.
Slay.
Saw them at a zoo once, and I was like, wow, these guys are cool.
You lucky.
I know. Oh, it was from a distance, though, and
True.
It was with a bunch of other people who were there to see them.
Been following those guys since the Boomafoo. Let's go. OG.
Woo. It was so fun, though. But yeah, so Damsel was having her whole good time, and then we changed the rule for canon lore, I guess, for Gunzu, who is, and his works within it though, because he is a being of pure strategy right now, is the phrase we've been going with. It's just so funny, and I think it works. But he's been able to get his whole rebellion. Everyone needs to go through rebellion once. So this is his time, you know. Gotta threaten the Swazant just a little bit. In the Swite House. We have named it the Swite House now. Is in the capital there's a Swite House.
Yeah.
So like that. Did you ever see his video?
Mhm.
It's so funny, isn't it?
I sped through it.
It's
Listen,
valid.
I've been working on other things. I will be going
committed.
through and watching all of these videos after Saturday.
Meh. That's valid. I don't know. It took me forever to write the last email for Swunger Games. I did send it
you
out.
just sent it out like yesterday, and we ended the games like 2 months ago.
Hey, my defense, I sent it out like a week ago. But that was still like 2-3 weeks after the games.
Like, the games?
It definitely was not yesterday.
The
It was
games were
March?
mid-April.
Mid-April, yeah. Yeah,
And
mid-April.
it is currently
May.
mid-May.
Okay. So 2 to 3 weeks after the game happened, Phantom Ella just finally sent the last email of lore and such, announcing Matthew as the victor. And okay, it was recently because it was teasing the whole execution thing. Really bad. I still think it was like the beginning of the week. But anyway, it's okay. Life becomes busy, and the obsession cannot always take over and procrastinate other things, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of who other people lore I know words.
Well, we know the game maker's lore of they get put into stasis pods whenever they aren't in the games.
I know,
which is
I don't know what our current canon is on that, because we've had it be stasis pods and then it be just straight up killing them. And
I think it was originally they just get killed and revived, or we just get new ones.
Yeah.
For the first several games. And then I think Josiah decided it was stasis pods. And now I think Josiah's character goes into stasis, but then gets woken up anytime any sort of tech need is needed.
He was saying that he gets the chalice fluid.
Yeah, he gets chalice fluid.
Is how, I don't know, maybe that puts him into stasis, or that just, kills him.
It should put you in a sugar coma.
Yeah, man.
My word, that was it. We created just straight up syrup.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen.
It's
Swunger Games people drink.
Yeah.
Remember when Nick did a shot of, not alcohol,
syrup,
of chocolate syrup and cherry juice or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I said I didn't think that would be that weird, and this started because Kay had told me that she wanted us to do fish oil shots for because she has to take that for her medicine sort of thing.
We should see who wants to take a a drink of what one of the FOSO guys that I was friends with a while ago dubbed silk, which is milk, specifically the or the silk branded milk that's
is
really
it almond
gross.
Milk?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure it's almond milk.
That mixed with Sprite.
I don't.
So it's gross.
That's it.
And
that's awful.
But here's the thing: you have to drink it fast because it congeals.
Oh no, that's awful. Okay, I put a lot of weird things in
awful.
my Coke. Like I will do either creamer or I'll put half and half or heavy cream or something like that. But that doesn't congeal, okay? And I'll put cold foam on it, but that's different.
No, that was the whole thing is
awful.
that it would weirdly congeal, so you had to drink it fast.
That's unhealthy.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I
think I tried it once, and that was it.
Was it worse than the Acheron?
Bad. It was worse than Acheron.
Yeah. I can imagine it. Sprite and almond milk? I mean, I feel like that shouldn't be that weird of a mix, but I don't know. Congealing. Anyway. That's got hand.
Yeah. Well, granted, if you swirl it, then you can drink it slowly. But if you just let it sit, it'll separate and congeal.
Guess.
But either way, we come across a lot of odd mixtures of various
drinks and Swunger Game.
Yeah. Acheron being just highly concentrated Kool-Aid, essentially.
And what did you put in it? What was the thing at the bottom of the jar? The gummy thing.
Oh,
what did you
that
throw
was a
in there?
Nerds gummy cluster.
Yeah, the Nerds gummy cluster that was just fizzing for 3 days. Or not even just fizzing, but slowly expanding and like just sitting there losing all its like little fizzy nerds. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Looks so
because
bad.
that was for originally for chalice fluid. What became chalice fluid?
Ooh.
Because chalice fluid was the one with like the sweet tarts and the nerds gummy clusters and the red Kool-Aid powder instead of the blue one. Because that was
I
just red
doing that
fruit
missed
punch.
that?
Huh?
What was I doing when I missed that? Because I missed the chalice fluid. I was
don't
gone.
know. I don't know, but we just stood in our kitchen and just like
Yeah, you
mixed
did.
everything together. There was salt in that.
Gross.
It was really bad.
So we've determined that the capital is not good at making drinks.
And then Acheron, which is Nick's creation,
Yeah.
stemmed from an APO event. So the theater fraternity Alpha Psi Omega, we host events. They're really fun. You should follow us on Instagram. Taylor Theaters Alpha Psi Omega. It's a lot of fun. We have an audition workshop on tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, because auditions for the first play of the year next year is coming up because,
Say.
yeah, auditions are Monday and Tuesday.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so it stemmed from that event. We had a mocktail event after Eurydice. And so what was originally like a rain cloud type drink with some like blue raspberry, a little bit of a flavor in some Sprite with some marshmallow fluff. It's actually really good.
Yummy.
Nick then decided to experiment and put an entire like pack of Kool-Aid that was highly concentrated.
Was it?
It was meant for like 4 or 5 gallons of water.
Oof.
So that you could pour one, maybe 2 of those into one of those like giant pitchers that you have like at a sports field or something.
Yeah.
And then that would be a good mix. So instead he put one of those entire things into about half a cup of Sprite.
Say.
Which a gallon, I think it's like 7, maybe 8 cups of water.
Girl.
And so
7.
several
It's definitely 8 cups.
I don't remember exactly. So yeah,
7.
we drank that. There was sometimes marshmallow added, but like not really.
Gross.
It was, yeah, tried it. It was really bad, and so we recreated it with much more Sprite. I think this one we took
Light.
Acheron Light, where we just took a 2 liter of Sprite plus a little less because we made chalice fluid. And then we dumped like 4 of those into that,
Dick.
and that was pretty drinkable.
It was. It tasted.
It was very drinkable. It was not as bad as it originally was. It wasn't as grainy.
Yeah. Okay, it tasted better to me than most energy drinks do.
Yeah.
And which is really bad. Okay, I got an energy drink that being the other day, random side note. And I was like, why did I do this? These things taste awful. Anyway.
Yeah.
Phantom does not drink energy drinks. Phantom doesn't need any what are they called?
Any more energy drinks?
Any more
Caffeine?
What steroids or whatever.
Steroids?
You know what athletes do with the I don't know, there's always drama in media when it's like, oh, these athletes took steroids or whatever.
Yeah, steroids.
Phantom doesn't need any steroids. She
No,
has the
she does
voices
not.
of the dead in her head to spur her on.
Yeah.
And her own vengeance.
That was a fun tangent that we went on about drinks. So now we have some official. We just need like
Just
official
remember,
food of
people.
the capital, which we kind of had with cookies.
What
This
were the
game,
cookies?
because I mentioned,
yeah,
hey, will
yeah.
you give me points if I bring you cookies? And you guys said yes. And
The,
so now cookies, Acheron Light, chalice fluid, and the River Acheron are all canon
8.
food / drink in the capital.
You know what's also canon now because of the 5th games?
What?
First child daycare.
Yes!
Love that.
We all took care of eggs that were pretending to be your child.
Tis indeed. Take care of a little
Tis.
tiger egg. I love that.
Oh, so cutesy.
Because of course it's in the lore now.
Oh, yes, yes.
What are okay? So hate to say it, yeah, but the first, second, and third games did kind of follow the lore of Hunger Games to a certain mirror. It was very
Yeah.
different, don't get me wrong. But you definitely could say that the first games was,
There were a lot more
Um,
parallels.
yeah.
We didn't do it in order.
No, we didn't.
No, but you saw a lot more parallels.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, the first games was, I mean, if you're going chronologically, I guess you could say it was in order because Songbirds and Snakes was the first one, right?
True.
And then the second one was
Was
the Hunger Games, whichever
Games.
the first one is, and
Yeah.
the third one was the what is it called, Mockingjay or something?
Mockingbird.
Mockingjay.
Mockingjay?
I
Whatever
don't know, whatever the last two are.
We didn't really have a Catching Fire. No, we kind of did.
Which one was Catching Fire?
That is the one where you have double the tributes, and then they all get put into the games, and then they all escape via, like, rebellion.
Right.
So we
so
kind of paralleled the books.
we combined the third games was Catching Fire and Mockingjay at the same time
Yeah,
because they
Which
got to
they're
do their
all-
whole
which they're all like just very much in sequence.
yeah. It worked out that way. I don't think any of us realized until after, like way after the games, that it was kind of
Yeah,
like that.
because we never went into wanting it to parallel the books exactly. That's kind of just what happened.
Which is, I think, what has made us our own distinct thing because we don't care about any of the actual like
Sometimes we have movie
Timeline
nights and
stuff.
watch them, but
we do. We haven't done the last like 3 games though.
Yeah, we've had several people who were involved who have never read or watched any of the Hunger Games, and so they don't actually know most of it. So we'll say things, and they'll be like, "Yeah, totally," and think that we made it up.
Yeah, man. Okay, what? So the quarter quell thing that Lydia brought up, I want to state, I did not think that she came up with this, okay? I just did not question whether it was called quarter quell or not in the original Swunger Games or not. I assumed it was because she said it. And granted, I've seen the movies. It's been
Yeah.
a while though. And I know a lot of the lore just from like, looking it up on like, what is it called?
Yeah,
Fanpedia or something. You know what it's called.
yeah.
Whatever, that thing.
Fan.wiki?
Yeah, one of those, something like that. Fandom, or I don't know. Anyway,
Something along those lines.
something along those lines. I know a lot of weird, obscure stuff, but I haven't actually read the books. So if you were to like,
Quiz you.
yeah, I could probably come up with the correct answers for most-ish things. But when it gets down to details and like the actual stuff, I'll be like, I don't know. I can talk about Swunger Games. I can tell you the entire lore of Swunger Games if you'd like. I know about that.
One thing that I have been wondering, how much of the Swunger Games' original concept was brought about after the bloodthirstiness that was left in Swallow after the Swallow Robin Penthouse War?
Yeah.
Have we told you about that?
I saw a video of it.
Yeah.
It was
They
beautiful.
made a mockumentary about
They
it.
did make a documentary.
Because there was a war between Swallow and Penthouse.
I don't know why, but I feel like that needs to be included in the Swunger Games lore somehow.
It was people stole things.
Right.
It was the boys stole things, the girls of Swallow got roped in.
As one does.
As one does.
Charging up the stairs, being pushed down, like
So
that's
I'm
normal.
wondering how much of that spurred on what we now have as Swunger Games, all campus event with just whoever wants to join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's also the reason why most fights in the Swunger Games don't happen in stairwells.
Yeah.
They learned from the war. It was like,
We've learned from everyone in the games getting thrown down a staircase at some point,
yeah.
whether in the games or outside of it. Stairs are difficult sometimes, and that's okay.
I'm just waiting for everyone to get taken out by a bike at least once. I didn't
Bikes?
know what.
Bikes not
Bikes.
allowed.
I see. Okay, I admire Ben for being able to shoot Nick and then immediately dash away on his bike. Nuh-uh. My bike takes too much work. Okay, and granted, it's a taller bike than most bikes. Like, if you see it compared to most bikes, it's like there's a difference.
Yeah.
But also, and granted, it could just be because of the spear. But getting on a bike while running away from someone with a weapon in hand, it just sounds like a terrifying thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this has been fun. This podcast has been fun. We are reaching the end of our last official episode on air here.
yeah, as long as we have the login to the Spotify, though, I do hopefully plan to include little snippet bonus content throughout the next while.
Depending on if Ella and I decide to, we could continue this separately. I have a microphone.
I can buy a microphone. Ooh. I feel like I should have one for my
So
job.
if you guys want us to figure out how to do this outside of the radio station, let us know.
Yeah. I've seen podcasts where people do, like, over video call or whatever.
Yeah.
We can figure something out.
We can figure it out. We'll see.
Yeah. For the last time this semester.
Thank you for listening to What's Up on Swunger Games. Join us next semester for a new game and a new regime.
Yeah. Led by secrets?
Led by people.
Spoilers.
Woo! We'll give you guys an update later.
We will.
There
will definitely have to be an update little episode.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. We hope you guys have a great rest of the semester, and may the swells be ever in your favor. Caw-caw!